Today, I will share with you how to edit 5 anti-gravity A1 shots on your phone. So let's get started. Shot number 1 is the FPV drone. To capture this shot, just fly in a straight line for about a minute. To edit this shot, first go to direction lock and change it to free view so there is no direction lock. Then go into the keyframe editor, and at the beginning of the timeline, I'm going to start by looking at the left hand side, add a keyframe, and when an FPV drone goes to the left, the horizon tilts to the right. So I'm going to change the horizon to tilt to the right and set it to 20. Then I'll go to the end of the timeline, move the view towards the sun, add a keyframe and change the rotation to -20. Then go back, go to edit, speed, entire clip, and change the speed to 10 times. Tap the tick to confirm. And to make the footage look fast, go back, go to Motion ND, turn it on, and change the settings to 15 and 15. Tap the tick to confirm. And now when I play it back, you have an FPV shot. If you haven't got your A1 already, I do have a special deal on it. When you buy the A1, you can get a free launch pad worth £25. So if you're interested, check out my link to the A1 in the video description. Shot number 2 is the flyby. To capture this shot, just fly past a subject in a straight line. Turn off the obstacle awareness sensors to fly closer. To edit this shot, change the direction lock to free view. Go into the keyframe editor. At the beginning of the timeline, I will change the view to look at the statue and put it in the middle. Add a keyframe, go to the field of view settings and change it to linear to zoom in and get rid of fisheye distortion. Then go back, go to rotation, change it to -20 to make the shot a little bit more dynamic. Then go to the end of the timeline, reframe the view to look back at the statue, add a keyframe, change the rotation back to 0, then move back in the timeline when the statue is out the view. Then move the statue into the view and add a keyframe. And the reason we do it this way, rather than adding keyframes here first and then at the end, is because the keyframes are smoother because it's already applied at the end keyframe. So now we're just filling in where to keep the statue in the middle. So when the statue moves out the view, I will reframe the statue in the middle, add a keyframe, and then just scrub back and forward in the timeline where the statue is not properly centered. Put the statue in the center and add a keyframe, and then once again just scrub back and forth to make sure it's properly reframed. Then go back, go to edit, speed, entire clip, and speed it up to 4 times. Tap the tick to confirm. Then to make it look fast, go to Motion ND, turn it on, change the settings to 15 and 15. Tap the tick to confirm And now when I play it back, you have a flyby shot. Shot number 3 is a bird's eye view. To capture this shot, fly in a straight line for 10 seconds. To edit this shot, first change the direction lock to free view, then go into the keyframe editor. At the beginning of the timeline, I'm going to look in the opposite direction, change the field of view setting to linear, look down at the road, and add a keyframe. Then I'll move forward halfway, reframe the view 180 degrees in the opposite direction, add a keyframe, then I'll go to the end of the timeline, reframe the view to look up at the mountains, add a keyframe, and now when I play this back, you have a bird's eye view shot. Shot number 4 is the barrel roll. To capture this shot, fly in a straight line for about 10 seconds. To edit this shot, change the direction lock to free view, then go into the keyframe editor. At the beginning of the timeline, put the bridge in the middle, add a keyframe, then move forward 2 seconds in the timeline, put the forward view in the middle, and add a keyframe, then move forward a couple of seconds, or how long you want the barrel roll to be, add a keyframe, go to rotation, change the rotation to 360 degrees, and now when I play this back, you have a barrel roll shot. Shot number 5 is the tiny planet shot. To capture this shot, fly in a straight line for 1 to 2 minutes. To edit this shot, change the direction lock to free view, go into the keyframe editor. Let's add speed first. So to do this, go back, go to edit, speed, entire clip, and change the speed to 10 times. Tap the tick to confirm, then go back, 360 reframe. Now let's reframe the shot. Let's look in the opposite direction. Drag your finger up to look down, and pinch your fingers inwards to turn the view into a tiny planet. Make sure the tiny planet is in the middle. Add a keyframe, then move forward 1.5 seconds in the timeline. Turn the tiny planet 180 degrees. Pinch your fingers outwards to zoom in. Add a keyframe, then go to the end of the timeline. Pinch your fingers outwards to zoom in. Drag your finger down to bring the view in the middle, and add a keyframe. Then go back, go to edit, motion ND, turn it on, change the settings to 15 and 15, tap the tick to confirm, and now when I play this back, you have a tiny planet shot. That's it for this video. Now you know how to make 5 easy shots using your A1. Hit the like button if you learned something new, and I will see you in the next video.